Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something slightly different. I usually talk primarily about the physical silver and gold that you see in front of you. I love stacking that stuff, but occasionally I do like to talk about investing in different areas as well. Like I said before, since this channel has grown, in the past little bit, there have been some opportunities that I come across, and for the most part, it's not something that I really would want to talk about on the channel. I keep getting, people talking about, do this NFT, do this blah, blah, blah. And it's not something that I'm actually going to, invest in, actually put money in, you know what I mean? So I do get plenty of emails and plenty of different companies reaching out to be, shown on the channel or to be talked about on the channel. And a lot of it is just something I have absolutely no interest in. A lot of NFT stuff is popping up, and it's time, 35 seconds at the beginning of your video, this and that. I'm not going to do stuff like that because I really don't believe in it. I don't think NFTs are anything that anyone should put their money into. But I do come across some people, some actual companies that come in. They sound like they have a good idea of what they're doing and a good opportunity to invest in. And that's when I actually partner up with certain companies. And that doesn't happen often where I partner up with a company. As I said, the opportunities are there. It's just not something that actually jives with the channel. So I've only ever done like 3, and this one today is actually a follow-up on one I've already talked about because it has been doing quite well since I last profiled it. Which is a good thing now. I'm kind of kicking myself because I didn't put a lot in the first time that I did it because I kind of hit a little bit of a little financial snag. I'm not going to call it an emergency, but I needed to take care of something. So the money that I had put aside to invest a little bit, I needed to reel back just slightly in the last couple of months. But now everything is back to normal. The budget's back where it is. So I'm looking forward to getting into buying the actual amount of shares that I would like to 2 months ago when I talked about this company. And that company is GoldMining Inc. And I'm going to start off with reintroducing founder Amir Adnani. He formulated the idea to purchase gold resources in the ground at the depths of the bear market. He was able to make acquisitions at like 10 cents on the dollar. So I'm going to play a little video here just of Amir Adnani talking and just hearing some things in his own words.
Thank you for that introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. GoldMining is... as mentioned, a Canadian company listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, ticker symbol GOLD, that's easy to remember, and on the NYSE American GLDG. Please visit goldmining.com for the disclosure statements and the forward-looking statements, along with various technical reports and information that we have on the company. I just want to really start out and provide you kind of an overview of where this company and where our journey has been and kind of where we're heading from this point on. As the founder of GoldMining and the chairman for the past 10, 11 years, we were very much on a mission to accumulate gold resources in the ground. And our focus very much was to take advantage of the bear market, where the gold price was trading closer to $1,000 an ounce, to acquire resources in the ground for less than their discovery cost. We recognized that during the bear market that we were experiencing in our sector, there was a dislocation between replacement value or intrinsic value for gold resource stage projects and what the market was willing to really value these properties at.
And jumping right into it now, I'm going to be talking about some catalysts in 2022 that could quite possibly help catapult this stock up quite a bit. One is the Federal Reserve, obviously talking about those rate hikes. Not 1, not 2, but going on to 3 rate hikes. And it says Wall Street's behavior, especially with the midterm elections, which is the second one, is another thing that could happen. Because of the midterm in the second half, it will be a risk-off sort of situation here, and gold is the ultimate risk-off asset class in our view. And that was another term that I wasn't quite sure with, so I'm going to put it up here talking exactly what risk-off means. So it basically means when people aren't running to the stocks and bonds and looking to more of an asset like gold in situations like that. And with the midterm coming up in the second half of the year here, that is something where you could see it becoming a risk-off asset that people are going to be clamoring for. And like I said, when I think of gold prices, I'm thinking about the physical gold prices. So up in Canada right now, we're seeing like 2,300, 2,400 fluctuating into the American dollar. People keep talking about that $2,000 threshold, but 1,900, high 1,800s is where we've been seeing it. It's quite different when we're talking about the mining stocks here. It says at the moment, GoldMining Inc's gold resource, which is ounce equivalent in the ground, trades for $2.60 an ounce. And actually, the industry standard currently is between 40 and 50 ounces. Given its portfolio size, had the market given its price at only $20 per ounce, half of the conservative average, the stock could appreciate by 310%. So 260 right now is a steal. You know what I mean? So there is that room for growth. I'm not saying that it's going to go to like the 20 overnight, but there is that room for growth being at 260 and seeing that, the industry average is that right around 40 to 50 per ounce. And the way they came up with this calculation of the 260 per ounce of gold is the equivalent by taking the company's current market cap, which is 184 million, subtracting the value of its equity portfolio position in Gold Royalty Corp, which I will be getting to in a second because that's a different ticker symbol there at GROY. As I said, I will touch on that in a second, which was 200 million at $5 a share, which is equal to 100 million, and reaching an enterprise value of 84 million when divided by 32 ounces that GoldMining Inc. owns outright. So that's how they came up with that number of $2.60 per ounce. And analysts have tracked this company for years, giving it price targets of between $5 and $6, which imply 400% upside from today's price. Yeah, this one was from August 21st. You can see that the price was $126, and then they had that price projected target there of $6. And this was another revalued one here at November 9th of 2021. You can see that the price was at $141, and then that revalued target price of $6.25. This is a massive buy rating from HC Wainwright, and their bullish thesis cites some of the very same catalysts like I talked about earlier. So this seems like a very good ground floor to get in on. Amir Adnani has two other uranium companies that he was responsible for, and both have both up triple digits in 2021. Like I said, I was going to touch on that Gold Royalty Corp because I wasn't quite sure what it was. Like I said, I am fairly new to this, so when I was looking into everything, I was trying to make sure. It confused me a little bit, but then I found out and I kept reading, and it's basically by owning shares of the GoldMining Inc. One indirectly owns shares of the Gold Royalty Corp, which is GROY. I keep seeing that ticker symbol showing up, and it's a royalty stock. In other words, with GoldMining Inc., one is diversified by definition between a portfolio of 32 million ounces of gold equivalent resources priced for less than $3 an ounce, and has leveraged upside to royalty cash flow from Gold Royalty Corp, headed by David Garofalo, former CEO of Gold Corp. And as you can see, the combined market cap of the companies whose projects were acquired was $850 million, yet GoldMining Inc. shareholders paid only $81 million for this acquisition. Basically, if GoldMining's management searches for a new project today, it would have to pay $40 to $50 per ounce, which means that buying shares of GoldMining Inc. gives one access to gold ounces at 95% discount to the average transaction in 2021. And like I said, right at the top of the video here, it was talking about the rate hikes and everything like that. When the Federal Reserve raises rates, gold tends to appreciate a lot. And it says during the last 5 rate hike cycles, gold averaged nearly 200% in appreciation. A little bit of examples here was February 1972 to December 1974. It soared from 48 ounces to over 180 ounces, which was a 280% move. Later on, January 1977 to April 1980, it exploded from 130 to 850 ounces, which was a 450% increase. And then fairly recently, this was a couple years ago still, but it was May 2004 to July 2006, gold was up 90%. So again, that is the history. So that you see there's a bit of a track record there with the rate hikes and gold going up as a result. And that is something that is definitely on the horizon here. We keep hearing it talked about. So if that takes place, you might see a drastic upswing in the price. And it's good to get in right now when you can. And like I said before, I'm very happy that now I actually have money in my budget to be picking up more shares of this than I did previously, just because I had that little bit of a financial snafu that I couldn't put more money into it. And one big project that I'd like to focus on here that GoldMining Inc. is involved in is in Whistler. Whistler, USA, actually, because I'm from Canada, so whenever I hear Whistler, I always think of, Whistler, BC, but this is Whistler, USA. And it says, as you can see on this map here, the Whistler project is located right next to the Estelle project, half the size and landmass and half the reported gold resources. Yet the company that owns it has market cap of 200 million, which is more than GoldMining Inc.'s entire market cap, even though Whistler alone is twice as big as Estelle and represents just 25% of GoldMining Inc.'s overall gold resources. So this does have a potential of growth here when they're comparing it to something that is smaller yet worth more, valued more. You do see that there is that room for upward movement, and hopefully that will be realized in 2022. So this is a very good opportunity, and as you can see here, some of the shareholders already is BlackRock, Sprott Global, the KRC Fund. There's also Rick Roll and the Oppenheimer Holdings. It says this isn't like any other junior miner, and I say that because more than half of its current market cap is its equity position in the Gold Royalty Corp, one of the fastest growing royalty stocks in the world, and it's worth more than 100 million on its own. So that was a follow-up that I wanted to do on GoldMining Inc. because I had done it earlier, about 2 months earlier. And like I said in the beginning, I don't really do this much because not a lot of it seems to fit on stuff that I would like to have on the channel. But GoldMining Inc. is one of those companies where I took the time, read up about them. I liked them enough 2 months ago to first partner with them. And this year in 2022, it has been doing very, very well, GoldMining Inc. Since the last 3 months, this is my a screenshot from the app that I use, Wealth Simple, showing what GoldMining Inc. has been doing. And just in 3 months, you can see that it's up 42% already. So like I said, kind of kicking myself, I couldn't have picked up when it was that little bit cheaper 2 months ago when I was talking about it. But now I'm at full bore. My budget is set, so I will be able to pick up more. And yeah, hopefully that upward trend continues. And I know some of this content does upset people. That's not my main objective in doing this is to piss you off or anything like that. It's just I talk about stacking physical silver and my journey here, and this is another sort of evolution into what I want this channel to do, which is getting a little bit into the investing side as well. And I think partnering with these great companies and being able to showcase some of the stuff, and maybe you'll be able to take advantage of it as well. That's the only thing that I'm trying to do with this. And just like with my physical stacking with the silver and gold, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I'm not saying you have to run out and get this. I'm just presenting it as something of an opportunity. If this isn't something you want to take advantage of, that is completely up to you. Like I said, not looking to change anybody's mind. But me personally, the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I do believe in the potential of the company, and I am going to continue on with them and invest more, like I was saying. So yes, let me know what you guys think. I have talked with a few people in the comments of the previous video. I had seen that some people had already bought in by the time they had seen my video, and other people were considering it. So for those of you that have bought in, I hope everything is going well for you and you are continuing to hold on to it. Or if you saw that 42% increase and you said, yeah, this isn't quite for me, and took your money, that's great too. As I said, I'm not here to try and make you do anything. I'm just here to show you the potential in this GoldMining Inc. Company. But yes, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.